The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at Formula's 45 yacht, and it's certainly not hard to see what the difference is with this model year. Let's take a look. Well, clearly the most distinguishing feature on the 45 yacht, this optional aft bulkhead and the optional overhead. This gives us an enclosed helm deck with headroom starting from 7 feet 7 inches and stepping up to 6 feet 8 inches. Let's start our look at the features with this settee over on the port hand side. 4 cross seating, of course we can have one person lounging, sitting forward facing or aft facing. Some cool features just behind. There's a long cubby for putting stuff. There's a charging station with both 110 and 12 volt. Now here's a neat feature. These opening side windows, notice how they are hinged from the back so they scoop air into the cockpit. Over to the starboard side is a refreshment center with a sink, hot and cold running water, wastebasket, cooler. A grill can go into this position if you don't have this aft bulkhead. Down below, 2.2 cubic foot refrigerator. Now, of course, with all this glass, greenhouse effect gets knocked down with a 30,000 BTU air conditioner, but if it's not a hot day out, open up the wing windows and, of course, the opening sunroof. Overall, I have to say that I'm very satisfied with the way that Formula integrated this hardtop into this aft bulkhead. Works out very nicely, plus this is still a self-draining deck. Go ahead and hose it down, but more importantly, notice how they still maintain the geometry so that we don't lose the U-shaped seating in the aft cockpit. Let's take a look. With Formula keeping the notch to the forward bulkhead, we have plenty of room for 6 people around this U-shaped cockpit seat. The tables make a great place for alfresco dining. They will store inside this compartment here. Now everything's a trade-off having these tables here. We have a little bit of a tight space over here for getting into this seat, so you've got to come around from the other side. Also, to get into the engine compartment, the tables will have to come out. Now we've got 2 areas for getting sun. One of them right here in this aft-facing seat. It converts from this type of a seat to a sun pad very easily. If sun isn't what you're looking for, we can also add shade. Second sunning area is up at the bow where we have 2 loungers. They can be converted into chaise lounges with multiple positions, and they're sizable, 6 feet 8 inches by 34 inches wide. And this entire foredeck is protected by rails 24 inches high. Now the foredeck can be accessed from either the side decks or from this center walkthrough by opening this door in the center of the windshield. There are 2 latches, and of course I'd like to see them interconnected. This one, almost impossible to get to. And notice how easily we can add ventilation. These side decks measure 10.5 inches. Let's take a look down below. Below decks, the 45 yacht very well laid out. L-shaped galley is across from a U-shaped settee, but I'm most impressed with the headroom. Look at this, 6 feet 11 inches. I think that's the most I've seen in class. We'll start the galley features with the refrigerator freezer stand-up model, 6.8 cubic feet for the fridge, 2.5 for the freezer. Corian counter, a double stainless steel sink with a swivel faucet, plenty of storage up above and below, and notice all of the drawers are not only dovetailed, but self-closing. Stainless steel grab handle. Coming across, got a wastebasket, easy when you're cutting things up to just shove everything right on in there. The double burner stove is under a flush Corian countertop. There's a safety switch to shut it off when the cover is in the closed position. Over to the side, we have storage for wine glasses. Below, we've got a stainless steel convection microwave oven. Looking at the practical aspects, we've got natural light coming from side lights, both port and starboard, plus skylights up above. There's a vent over the stove, plus opening port light to improve ventilation when cooking. With all of the counters closed off, you have 107 inches of available counter space for food prep. And I really have to appreciate the deep cherry wood finish contrasting with the light of the Corian counter. Well, I can't say enough about the comfort level of this U-shaped settee. Naturally, there's storage underneath, and this is the Ralph Lauren interior. Brown ultra leather on top, suede in between the top and the seat cushion. Wraps around a solid hardwood table. Forward, 46-inch flat screen TV with a home theater system just above. As for practical aspects of the salon, 18,000 BTU reverse cycle air conditioning, opening port light for ventilation, accent lighting, so you never really have to come down into a dark cabin, and of course this table lowers to convert this entire area into a berth. Let's go to the living areas now. We'll start with the owner's stateroom, which is just forward behind this pocket door, which provides the privacy. As we enter, the headroom decreases down to 6 feet 1 inch. That's the maximum that we usually see in other boats. We've got opening port lights to both port and starboard, storage to both sides of the island berth, natural light coming in from the sides and above. Queen size berth also has a memory foam mattress. I also have to appreciate that behind the pocket door, full-length mirror. Now, this is a 2-stateroom, 2-head boat. The owners get their heads split into 2 pieces. Let's see how that works out. Starting over on the starboard side, where we have the electric flush toilet, huge mirrored bulkhead, deep basin sink with a wall mount faucet, seat comes down, ultra leather, and this creates a vanity, which the ladies are going to love. Even includes a drawer just ahead, right in front of the mirror. Now, of course, what's missing here is the shower. That's over to the other side, and this split head arrangement is a great way for 2 people to get ready for a night on the town at the same time. Now, as for the guests, not a bad setup on the 45 yacht. Let's take a look. In this guest stateroom, the headroom goes from 6 feet 5 inches to 5 feet 7 inches. Single basin sink with wall mount faucet. Having that separated from the head again allows 2 people to get ready for an evening at the same time. 2 twin berths can convert to 1 large berth, 6 feet 6 inches by 5 feet 4 inches. As for the practicalities, opening port lights to both port and starboard, reading lights above both berths, 7,000 BTU air conditioning. The flat screen TV is mounted to a side bulkhead. We can open it so it's viewable from the berth, and of course, there's storage behind.
In my opinion, Formula has made some great strides forward in this latest version of the 45 yacht by not only lavishing even more luxurious materials and amenities on the boat, but also in improving her all-weather practicality with the addition of the optional glass enclosure for the helm deck. And as an entertainment platform, few boats on the market entice the party to continue well after the sun goes down like the 45 yacht does. The night lighting even extends to the undersides of the bow and side rails.
Well, it looks like Formula has added a whole new level of convenience and luxury on the 45 yacht. And that's my look at the features. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.